Hello, welcome to the TTT for monitoring lab on-demand sessions. Topics that we're going to discuss is how to access the lab monitoring link, how to monitor a lab session, assisting a lab session, and then releasing a lab session. You will notice in the top area of your class launch page is the Monitor Labs link. When I select this link, it opens up a new tab and displays the students with active lab sessions. I have the name of the particular class, additional instructor, start and end times. I have search filters available. I can look for first and last name. You can actually put the first letter of the first and last name for criteria to additionally filter down the student sessions. We have one instance of a lab. I have the student name, NHLS student. This is where the name of the student appears. The lab that they're currently running, the series, the exercise that they're on, and the task. The state is running. I can see that it's incomplete. They have not saved this particular lab. I have the active machine that's selected, the remote controller, which is how the LoD interface for the student connects up to the actual lab session, when the lab was started, when it expires, total runtime of the lab, when the last activity was. This is very beneficial. If you see students where it's beyond, let's say, a couple minutes, it may mean that they had stepped away. The last council refresh. On the far right, I have the progress percentage. When the student is clicking done in the lab interface, this shows me the percentage of the progress. And just below, I have 4 of 49 tasks complete. There is a link below, monitor student. There's also, if you go over to the thumbnail above the student's name and give a click, it opens up an additional tab and connects to the student session. This is a view-only session at this particular point. I would communicate with the student through Adobe Connect or possibly through the microphone, ask them what they might have an issue with, how I can assist them, or I could just look over here at the lab steps and I see that they're on the Launch the Mailbox Database Wizard. I'm going to now take control of this particular session and have input into it. I get the message, are you sure you want to take control of this lab, by clicking OK. It does a refresh. I now have input into the session. I'm going to right click. I'm going to open up the new mailbox database. I'm going to communicate with the student. Is this what you were looking for? If the student says yes, I'm all set. I'm then going to go ahead and I'm going to release control of that particular session. I may want to view this particular student session. Sometimes if you have students that are lagging behind or having some difficulty, you could open up and just view their particular session and possibly see as far as where you might be able to assist. Some labs are not full, which means they don't have all of the steps built in. Just as a support tip, you may want to have the particular students, when you go to connect to their lab session, in the lab guide put the exercise, task, and step that they are on. You can look up in the lab guide before you connect up to that particular student session, get your bearings, and then have a general idea as far as how you can assist. This is monitoring LoD sessions. Thank you.